Hey everybody, how's it going? Physics84 here, and welcome back to another Let's Get Real. So today we're talking about loss, and I thought this was proper because I talked about it in my last vlog video. So we're gonna, I did a little, I guess I should say research, whatever, watched a few videos, and I think I have a good mindset of what to talk about. And I'm just going to talk about the 5 stages of loss and how they may or may not affect you and whatever. So obviously the first stage is denial. Now keep aware, I'm going to use a lot of my experiences into this just to make it more, I guess, relatable or understandable, whatever. So denial. It's like, when someone comes up, like, what do you do when someone comes up and says, hey, your grandpa has passed, or, whoever, your cousin, brother, what do you do? How do you respond? First, like, oh, you're kidding, right? You're just playing. It's one of those things where it's like, it just can't be. Now, I've lost 3 people in my life. 2 of them were my cousins, and then one of them was just someone I knew at my church. His name was Tom Benz, and he was the only person I felt denial with. And obviously, with these 5 stages, you're not going to, some people may just pass through them, like pass right over them and on to the next one. Some people may experience all of them. I haven't, in all my cases, I don't believe. But yeah, Tom Benz, I felt denial. I was like, wow, I just can't believe he's gone. That's so weird. It's impossible. It's impossible. I can't believe it. And sometimes people laugh it off. Like, oh, it's a practical joke, or you laugh when you're scared. To try to shake the fear off. One of those things. And it's just instant disbelief. It's like you're kidding me, right? In terms of a time period of how long you should be in denial, there really is none. But if you're constantly in denial, then you probably should get some help, because experiencing loss is about moving on to each stage and then eventually end of the road. So the next part is anger and guilt, or just anger if you want to put it basically, but anger and guilt. So this is guilt is more towards, I guess, I got to think about how I want to explain this. You're guilty. Maybe you said something you shouldn't have, and that was the last time you saw them. Maybe you felt like there were some things left unsaid, things left undone, like you should have loved them more, you should have appreciated them more, which is something I felt with my cousins. I don't know, sorry, I shouldn't be mourning so much in this video. Bad start, actually. I think we're doing pretty good. But when they were gone, I realized how much more I could have done. So many more things I could do, or sorry, I guess could have done. It's not a future tense thing. Especially with Ava, because I didn't know she was my biological cousin. Like, I wasn't aware where she fit in with all that, and when she had passed, it's like, why? Yeah, it kind of makes me mad. Which there you go. That fits right into anger. Maybe it's survivor's guilt. Maybe you got in a car crash and you're the survivor, or maybe they're younger than you, which is my case. I figured, why did she have to go? She was 4, man. She was 4, and it was like so unfortunate. They didn't know why she died either. But anger is actually a pretty good thing, because you can control your anger. Some people believe, like, oh, people are making me angry. Well, yeah, but you can allow yourself to get angry, or you could just learn to ignore it, whatever. So anger is good. You can control your anger. And then, of course, you get to start questioning things. Like, if you're religious, start questioning God, start questioning not quite reality. I don't know. I guess you're not thinking that this is the Matrix, but you start questioning a lot of things. I think I explained in my last vlog, I started asking God, like, why, man? Why her? Why not me? Well, I guess I never said that to him. I just always thought about it, but it never came to be because it's just so unfortunate. And then okay, sorry, I'm getting off track here. I gotta get in the mode. Maybe I should change it up a little. Ha ha ha! Here we go. Oh, this is so weird. This is not the video to be screwing around in. I'm so dumb bad. I can't even read this. Okay, so anger, denial, it's going to happen. Just taking your anger out on other people close to you isn't necessarily good because that pushes them away, and when you reach, your stage of depression, that's when you need them most. So, now we go towards bargaining, and not the kind where you try to get a discounted price. I'm talking about trying to be a better person. It's the way it was explained to me was you were trying to, okay, so you took the world took someone from me. I'm going to try to be a better person because of it. If that makes sense to you, more or less. Maybe it's more like, okay, I've been doing bad and now, like, I've been smoking. It's a bad habit. Now my relative has a terminal disease. So I'm going to be a better person because of that. And it could be quitting bad habits, trying to just be a better person in general, better attitude, kinder to other people, doing random acts of, goodness. And I'm not sure if I have ever done this. I never really thought about bargaining. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. I'm not sure. I guess now I'm looking back, I'm trying to appreciate people more because you never know when they could be taken away. Now, of course, some people can skip this entirely, which is what I have done pretty much most of the time that I have experienced loss. It's just something that is really there to help you. And now, after the anger, guilt, and everything else that we've talked about, here comes the, so sad, the depression age. Bum, bum, bum. So, depression, like I said, this kind of goes hand in hand with a bunch of guilt stuff I was talking about, like survivor's guilt, not appreciating them enough. But at this point, you're sad. Like, they're gone. They're gone and you can't do anything about it. You can't bring them back. And you may start to feel alone. And I have felt alone during my stages of loss when I got to the depression. And I was just, like, sad. Like, the past week, I was just, like, bummed out. Like, oh, my gosh, she's gone. I felt so bad. I explained why. But I did talk to, like, one person. And not actually more. Sorry, more than one person. Okay, that's a lie. I talked to one person in detail, and then I just kind of explained that, I lost someone to the group. And even then, I felt like, do they care? Because they never really commented on it very much. So I always wondered, did they care? And I did feel alone, isolated. I didn't know what to do. But it's a bad time. And for people out there, you need to be on the lookout. Because if you know someone has lost somebody, you can pay attention. How are they behaving? If they're looking sad, help them out. Because they could be going into, the depression era. And sometimes that can lead to the chemical imbalance that is depression. And that is when you would need some professional help or whatever you feel like would help. But you gotta keep an eye on them. You gotta try and make them feel better. And the best thing to do is just not be alone. Let people know. Don't make my mistake. Let more people know than just one in a group. But now we are moving on to acceptance. I have my little note card here for all my notes. Now, acceptance is the slow, painful process. It's what all your pain has turned into. Right at the end, you're like, okay, they're gone. There's nothing I can do about it. But I can move on with my life. You are starting a new life upon the ashes of pain, and you will use that new life to remember them. And there will be painful reminders. They will be rare, but, holidays come up. You're going to Christmas, and they're not there. It kind of feels like a very empty spot, in the corner where they would sit. But yeah, you're okay with it, or maybe you're not okay, but you've learned, like, alright, this is how it is, it's okay. And I feel like that's the most important part. For these 5 stages of loss, for some people it may be quick, for some people it may be a long process. I've seen both. In people, I've seen both. And in myself, well, I guess, I never really had a long period of the 5 stages. They've always been, a week or 2, maybe 3, so it's yeah. I suppose it's always different for everybody, but yeah, I hope that this video has given you guys some insight on what happens when you are experiencing loss. And if you are, like I said, especially when it comes to depression, just tell someone that you trust, that you know. They will help you out. They will. So, thank you guys all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.